Kanye West risks getting cancelled again after his wildest rant ever. Now he is literally dragging Elon Musk into it. Apparently he is in some hot water. As Kanye West continued his social media outburst, he sensationally name-dropped Elon Musk. Elon could actually ban his account on X if he wanted to. He owns it. Did Kanye forget this? Kanye outrageously branded himself a whole lot of things in a number of explosive rants on X, formerly known as Twitter. He had the most wild meltdown I've ever seen in my entire existence. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what Kim and her kids are going through. She must be feeling like she dodged an absolute mess. And Bianca? How is she okay with her man doing this? Although I think she must be just as nuts as he is. All of her antics, her state of dress, the incidents in Italy, the Grammys, a good woman will always try to lead her man in the right direction, and I'm sorry, since he's been with her, he has been amping up the chaos tenfold. The Kanye Twitter rant was the wildest thing I have ever seen, and as he continued to send vile messages like how he doesn't like Jewish people, he loves the H-man, free Diddy, to name a few, he started to drag Elon Musk into the fiasco, sending yet another accusation. Kanye wrote, "Elon stole my blank swag at the inauguration. Yo, my god, get your own third rail." It comes after Elon made back-to-back gestures as he gave a speech at Washington, D.C.'s Capital One Arena. He told supporters of the president, "Elections come and go. Some are important and some are not, but this one really mattered, and I just want to say thank you for making it happen." After that, he left onlookers as he put his hand on his chest, then stretched out his arm with an open hand. He twice made the gesture, which led to speculation on whether it was something bad. So people started accusing Elon Musk of doing a certain salute. Elon, however, denied any comparison and said frankly they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is H-man attack is so tired. His denial came a week after he hosted an online interview with Alex Wiedel, the leader of AfD, Germany's far-right party. During the chat, Alex made the repeatedly debunked claim that H-man wasn't far-right, but the opposite, to which Elon agreed. The biggest success after an era in our history was to label the H-man as right-wing and conservative. He was exactly the opposite, Alice said. He wasn't a conservative, he wasn't a libertarian, he was the opposite. Musk replied, right. Elsewhere in Kanye's latest outburst, he claimed he was in control of his wife Bianca Censori. It comes after the pair's wild display at the weekend Grammys Awards in Los Angeles. As Bianca took off her coat on the red carpet, she left little to the imagination in an invisible dress that completely exposed everything. Now, Ye has ranted on X, "I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke A feminist S. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you dumb blank, broke blank? People say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do nothing. She doesn't want to, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval. You stupid A woke pawns, I have no respect or empathy for anyone living, cause nobody living can F with me, but I do love some people and I give them favor." So, with all of that being said, I don't know if Kanye realizes this, but his entire Twitter account can be taken away. I know Elon is all for free speech, but he's also a pretty classy dude, and I don't think he would appreciate being dragged into Kanye's craziness. Elon was accused of doing a certain salute, but he strongly denies that that's the case. Kanye is now trying to rope him into all of this drama. Kanye feels he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and a ton of people will forever support him, but I stayed a Kanye fan until this very moment. I am no longer a supporter, and I'm sure a lot of other people will agree with me.
Bianca Censori. Here's everything you need to know about Kanye West's wife.
So hi, my name's Bianca Censori. I'm an architectural designer from Melbourne, Australia.
Before turning into Kanye's bride, Bianca, who had a vibrant personality of her own,
I currently reside in Los Angeles and I'm a lead architectural designer at Yeezy.
Who could have predicted that a style-savvy girl from Melbourne's leafy suburb of Ivanhoe would end up sharing a life with Kanye West?
Yeah. Oh, you missed me. I missed you, yeah.
Bianca Censori's journey sounds like it's ripped from a Hollywood script. One day, she's a bright architecture student hanging with friends at Australian music festivals, and the next, she's making global headlines after ditching her fur coat at the 2025 Grammys to reveal, well, not a whole lot, I'll tell you that much.
Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori left absolutely nothing to the imagination.
While the world keeps buzzing about her daring stunts, it's easy to forget that Bianca once lived a low-key existence back home in Australia.
I'm an architectural designer from Melbourne, Australia.
Reports say she was always a social butterfly, running in private school circles and charming everyone with her friendly demeanor. She wasn't an intimidating mean girl, as one classmate put it. She just had a knack for mingling with all kinds of people. Lately, fans can't scroll social media without stumbling on her Grammy look or reading about her father's checkered past. Meanwhile, older photos show a completely different Bianca. sporting classic party girl outfits at Melbourne hotspots, smiling in group shots with her longtime friends. A former peer even called her wholesome, not exactly a descriptor you'd apply to someone who just left a Grammy crowd wide-eyed. But that's the irony. Behind the headlines, Bianca's background is more suburban normality than Hollywood glamour. She even studied architecture at the University of Melbourne, impressing teachers and classmates with her creativity. So how did she go from academic overachiever to Mrs. Yeezy? Let's jump into the timeline, shall we? Long before Bianca and Kanye matched up, folks in Victoria's capital city remembered her as part of the cool but chill crowd at Carey Baptist Grammar School. She was friendly with kids from Xavier, Ivanhoe Grammar, and other private schools in the area, weaving herself into a network that was socially active but never mean-spirited. Former classmates gushed that she never stuck to a single clique. She'd hang with the popular crew while still chatting with people outside her circle, making her a bit of a social chameleon. Plus, let's not ignore that rumor about her being near the top of her graduating class academically. She wasn't just partying, she was hitting the books too. Friends describe her as the type who'd attend big nights out at clubs or events like the Spring Racing Carnival. Very Aussie, very fashionable. She'd show up in outfits that turned heads but didn't scream high drama. It was more of a, yes, I'm stylish, but I can talk about anything from schoolwork to music. No one pegged her for a future under the glare of Kanye's spotlights. Yet even back then, there were whispers. She's got that drive, she'll do something major. They just never expected major to mean marrying one of the world's most influential rappers. After acing her high school finals, Bianca Censori drifted into a design-forward path. She started a small jewelry brand called Nylons, managing it while earning her Bachelor of Architecture at the University of Melbourne. Former classmates recall her early jewelry pieces as edgy but wearable, foreshadowing that flair for fashion experimentation. A childhood friend also spilled that Bianca was a regular at the Rainbow Serpent Festival, rocking nipple pasties and not caring who stared. That's definitely a far cry from a demure architecture student vibe, but it also reveals a boldness that might have later captured Kanye's attention. People who partied with her describe a girl who balanced partying with a strong work ethic. She'd be out dancing at night, then nail a design project the next day, like an expert juggler. During her Master of Architecture program, 2019 to 20, she even applied that same discipline. So she was partying, designing, traveling, and networking. If anything, it shows how she could effortlessly shift from bohemian festival style to a professional creative environment. Perhaps an early sign she'd be comfortable mixing radical fashion statements with high-level design. By 2020, she joined Yeezy, and the rest is gossip-filled history. So how did Bianca actually cross paths with Kanye West, one of the music industry's biggest names and biggest personalities? Turns out, she started working at Yeezy in November 2020, right after finishing her master's. While it's unclear exactly when sparks flew, it's rumored they got close while collaborating on design projects. Kanye always had a thing for architecture and avant-garde concepts. He's launched experimental housing prototypes and has a history of merging music and fashion. Enter Bianca, an emerging architect brimming with bold ideas. That synergy probably clicked immediately. Once Bianca got cozy in the Yeezy design division, fans noticed her usual Aussie Instagram posts dwindling. She seemed to go quiet on social media, possibly because Kanye's environment is famously hush-hush. Gossip watchers claim the two started dating behind the scenes around 2021, but their relationship was largely under wraps until they allegedly wed in a private Beverly Hills ceremony in December 2022, just a month after Ye finalized his divorce from Kim Kardashian. Some fans were stunned at how quick he moved on, while others noted Bianca's presence had been rumored for months. All we know is that as soon as she became Mrs. Kanye West, her entire style and public persona changed drastically. Word of Bianca and Kanye's secret ceremony hit tabloids in early 2023, though initial reports said it might not be binding. Regardless, they started wearing wedding rings, prompting everyone to label them husband and wife. Kanye then dropped a track titled Sensory Overload, cryptically referencing his new bride and hinting that he'd abstained from things until marriage. Yes, typical oversharing. People scratched their heads. Was it a real wedding or just a symbolic union? Either way, it was official enough for them to step out as a unit, from Tokyo getaways to Italy vacations. And with marriage came big changes for Bianca. Out went her colorful, artsy Aussie vibe. In came the full-blown Yeezy aesthetic, monotone, see-through fabrics, futuristic silhouettes. Fans began comparing her to Kanye's ex, Kim, pointing out how Kim had also undergone a radical style shift once she hooked up with Ye. But Bianca's transformation seemed even more extreme. Sure, she was a party girl at times, but hardly to the level of walking around barefoot in a ripped bodysuit. Yet soon enough, paparazzi snapped her in bizarre ensembles that left little to the imagination, like something out of a dystopian runway. Bianca and Kanye waltzed onto the red carpet. Everything seemed calm, until she whipped off her coat, revealing what you'd expect from Bianca.
Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori left absolutely nothing to the imagination.
Cue the collective gasp. Critics labeled it a tasteless stunt. Fans on social media argued whether Ye forced her to do it, and tabloids ate it up. Did it overshadow the entire show? Absolutely. Photos showed Kanye stoic and fully clothed as Bianca posed in her outfit. I'm not even sure it counts as one of those. Anyway, it fueled speculation that he was orchestrating her outfits. Some fans insisted Bianca's not a puppet and simply loves this kind of thing. Others cringed at the possibility of Ye controlling her style choices, referencing his history of makeover mania with Kim and other past partners. Either way, it set off a frenzy. They left the venue almost immediately, with rumors swirling they'd been kicked out. Later, a source claimed they left on their own terms, not forcibly removed, but the gossip train was already chugging full steam. Who is this woman? Why does she keep wearing next to nothing? And is Ye really behind all this? These questions exploded online, overshadowing any talk of winners or performances from that Grammy night. Bianca, it seemed, had become a household name in record time, for better or worse. Tabloids dug into Bianca's background and found out that her father did jail time in the 80s, and that she has siblings living mostly normal lives in Melbourne. But while the press hammered her mom for comments about Bianca's marriage or her Grammy stunt, she politely refused to talk. She basically told them, "We're just private people." The Censori family also has rumored ties to some rough elements in the city's underworld, making Bianca's sudden shift to the high life of Kanye West even more intriguing. Yet none of that overshadowed the main story. Her choice to embrace a barely there style, presumably championed by Ye, is what keeps tongues wagging. Even older photos reveal she once had a comparatively tame look, rocking the usual Aussie party outfits or edgy yet tasteful festival gear. She used to post about design or architecture, and occasionally about nights out with friends. But after hooking up with Kanye, she ghosted on social media, leaving fans to glean info from her new public escapades. The hush-hush approach only fuels curiosity. People keep asking, is she still that nice, well-educated Aussie at heart? Or has she transformed into a living, breathing Yeezy mannequin?
Kanye West's surprising connection to Diddy. I'm sure all of you are seeing Kanye's ridiculous tweets that say free Puff, as well as him now following him on Instagram, his children. He also said he's gonna split profits of his clothing line with Diddy. This is too much.
I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
The first thing I wanted to do was ask Soul Coach, celebrity expert, and YouTuber Cerise Fairfax what her thoughts were on this, especially regarding the free Diddy part. Her takes on celebrity gossip are my all-time favorite, and this is what she had to say.
Hey there, Jess. Hey there, FTD News fans. Well, what is up with this X message online from Kanye to the world? Free Puff. First of all, he's still talking about his Puff days. When's the last time he even spoke to Puff? Because it's now P. Diddy. No one calls him Puff Daddy any longer. That goes to show you how long ago he even spoke to him. Whatever he has, whatever involvement he has in this whole Diddy case, I think it is probably from many, many years ago when he was sowing his wild oats. I don't have a vibe in me that he's going to be exposed during the case in May when P. Diddy does have to go to court. But I do have a vibe in me that he is just trying to go off on Hollywood. Kanye is trying to go off because he's frustrated with his own life right now. He has been given so many different chances, you know, when it even came to him selling last year, I believe it was, when he was selling his clothes online during the Super Bowl. He took out a lot of money and he put an ad out on the Super Bowl, and he was selling t-shirts, just plain t-shirts. This guy is trying to take everyone for a ride, and it's not cool. He's not being thankful to his fans. He's not being thankful to his talent. I don't believe that he is being 100% authentic to the world that was there when he was being built up. Built up. You know, this is where we have to sit back and look at Kanye West and say, where is your gratitude, brother? Where is your mindset, man? Are you so hung up on yourself that you are actually going to say free Puff, a dude that has allegedly put things in people's drinks, hurt people's behinds, if you know what I mean, trying to keep it kid friendly here? Puff has been, I'm just calling him Puff because that's what Kanye was calling him, but Puff was responsible for a lot more than what Kanye even knows. Kanye will probably want to swallow that tweet big time, and maybe even some baby oil along with it. Sorry, but I had to say it. In any case, yes, he's going to want to take that back, because you want to know something? He has no idea the difficulty that some people have gone through. I watched a video the other day with 5 men crying on Vlad TV. They were crying, saying what Diddy did to them. And did Diddy do it? Probably so. Look, this is going to be opened up, and this whole can of worms is going to be just crawling out when May comes. And people like Kanye, who are only looking out for themselves, they're going to be very surprised. Just like what he did when he grabbed the award away from Taylor Swift way back in the day when she was only 17 years old, winning that award, and he's like, give it to Beyonce. Well, look what they did to Beyonce. 4 years straight, she didn't get any album of the year. And then this year at the Grammys, she got the album of the year, but who handed it to her? Taylor Swift. These people in Hollywood don't mess around. They are open and they are wise when it comes to rebounds and karma. They are not going to allow this situation with Kanye and the Grammys go down easily. They are also not going to allow him to perform at the Grammys any longer, because he was barred from performing at the Grammys in 2022 when they were concerned about his online content. So now his online content, he again is talking about Jewish people. Now he's doing this tweet about free Puff. Listen, dude doesn't even have an idea. I like me some Kanye, but I don't like the Kanye that has been surfacing in the last couple of years. And if he's not careful, he's going to be partners with Diddy in prison. There we go. He'll be Puff's prison partner. There we go. There's a PPP right there.
Cerise is amazing. All of her takes are amazing. She's one of the coolest, most down-to-earth, beautiful people, so please make sure to check her out. She does a ton of giveaways on her channel if you like freebies, so definitely check it out. When it comes to my opinion on Kanye, I am so disappointed. I agree with everything Cerise said. I think he's losing it. I think he has no gratitude for his fan base. I was a massive Kanye fan and even forgave him for his horrible comments in 2022. Now, this is inexcusable. I can't defend him any longer, and I'm totally on board with him being canceled. A source close to Kanye said he does not sleep. He basically doesn't sleep. He never relaxes. He's always there to try to make art, not for himself, but for all of us. That's what he thinks. You know, it's a duty. Okay, cool. I love his art. He's one of the most talented people on the planet, but I don't understand why he can't not say horrible things and what his recent crash out on X was about. Kanye said his wealth crashed by $2 billion in a single day after being dropped by his partners. According to Fast Company, Yeezy drove as much as $1.7 billion in revenue annually to Adidas, with 15% going directly to Kanye. He claims he's worth $2.7 billion today, although Forbes values his fortune at $400 million. I don't know, but what I do know is a whole lot of stuff that comes out of his mouth is questionable to say the least. He definitely knows how to stay in the public eye, but at what cost? Is he gonna be a joke from here on in? Kanye West could likely get $300 million for his music catalog, even though he doesn't control the full publishing rights for his past albums. Kanye also owns 5% of his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's billion-dollar Skims brand, while we're told that she owns a double-digit chunk of Yeezy. He's able to make money by being who he is, said the source. For him, it's more important to be an artist, but he needs money to be an artist. Following Kanye's surprise marriage to Bianca in December 2022, 9 months after his split from Kim, the mother of his 4 children, he seems to have a partner in both chaos and Yeezy. Since he's gone with Bianca, he has gone so nuts, and she must be equally as nuts, in my opinion. Bianca Censori and Kanye West are known for their out there stunts, including her walking the streets of Florence in Italy, covering her chest with a throw pillow, the boat incident we all know about, the way she likes to dress in public, and most recently, what they did at the Grammys. The Grammy spectacle came as Kanye was nominated for Best Rap Song for Carnival, his single with Ty Dolla $ign. As they stopped to pose for photos on the red carpet, Kanye told Bianca, according to a lip reader, make a scene, leading to her dropping her fur coat to reveal that maximum exposure dress. I think this was one of the craziest stunts that they pulled to this day, considering the sources say there was a child there, others say he wasn't even invited to the Grammys, and that they were actually escorted out after this. I can't wrap my mind around why they would do this. I don't understand it at all. I think they both wanted to be spoken about, but at what cost? He's making a joke out of himself, and it's really sad. Kanye West has spiraled out of control. His ranting has gone too far.
Kanye's really gone off on one on social media overnight.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
There's so much to unpack here, from saying he loves the H-man to saying free Diddy.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse after what Kanye West did at the Grammys, he says he wants to free Diddy.
To saying he has complete control over Bianca, and a bunch of other stuff that we're gonna unpack. It all started with a free Puff tweet, and then he absolutely went nuts. From then, he has been crashing out since. He said so much I don't even know where to start. Part of his tangents include numerous tweets about how he thinks slavery is a choice. He said all white people are the R word. Isn't his wife Caucasian? The free Diddy stuff was wild to me. Is he trolling? Does he miss the freak-offs? He's going off the rails, and I can't defend him any longer. Kanye is making it pretty obvious that he doesn't like Jewish people. One of his tweets said, I'm calm as ice, this is how I really feel, how I really felt, and how I will always feel. F all of your unfair business deals. Any Jewish person that does business with me needs to know that I don't like or trust Jewish people, and this is complete sober with no Hennessy. He also wrote, I love when Jewish people come up to me and say they can't work with me, it's my fave. He has been tweeting countless tweets for hours and hours on end. This is the wildest crash out I have ever seen in history. Is this a complete meltdown? What the heck is happening? Can you scream mania any louder than this? I can't figure out why he would do this. I really can't. So I wanted to ask Cerise Fairfax, who is a soul coach, YouTuber, and celebrity expert, what her thoughts were on this, because her takes are always so good and she knows all the piping hot tea 24/7. What she had to say is,
Hey Jess, hey FTD News fans, Cerise here. Well, I just want to weigh in on the Kanye West situation. You know, I have to tell you that ever since Kanye came out with his Jesus song, I did love him for his creativity, for his different ways, his different style. And that just can't change up overnight. It has been changing up over the years. I felt sorry for him when he divorced Kim. I felt really bad for what was going on with him in the media, and then when she got with Pete Davidson, and then I felt great for him when he got with Bianca Censori. And I'm like, what? Look at this. All right. But now I can see that she's just kicking his crazy off a lot more than what we would even imagine behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. But now it's getting a little concerning since he's going off the rails against Jewish people, a whole entire race. And at this time when we had the whole entire Hamas and Palestinians and with the Jewish and Israel, and right now in the world, there is no better time than to come together instead of talking about a race and putting an entire race down. I don't think it's right, especially when it comes to Hollywood, because 5 Jewish people are the ones that created Hollywood back in the day. 5 Jewish men. And Mel Gibson didn't do too good doing what he did. Have you seen any movies about Mel Gibson after his drunken tirade about Jewish people? No. And I don't think that this is going to go lightly when it comes to Kanye. He doesn't realize how much of the Jewish people have a hand in Hollywood. After all, again, they created it. Relax, Kanye. Put yourself in the corner. Take a time out. You got kicked out of the Grammys. You were not invited. You weren't the first person on the list. Yes, you did do a lot to contribute to the industry and the music industry. But guess what? There were people before you and there will be people after you. So calm down, rewind yourself, and relax.
If you want to see more of Cerise, you can check out her YouTube channel for a ton of awesome content. She's one of my favorite YouTubers ever. When it comes to the Kanye drama, I can't figure out what's happening, but he's definitely losing it. At the time of this video, he is still tweeting. He was also trolling a model on Instagram who said Bianca was seeking attention. He started posting photos of the model where she wasn't wearing anything, similar to Bianca but different, asking her where her attention is. On this tweet, he posted himself wearing a certain t-shirt saying he used to be woke. He admitted that he has dominion over Bianca Censori, writing, "I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke A feminist S. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you dumb broke A people? Say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do nothing she doesn't want to do, but she definitely wouldn't be able to do it without my approval, you stupid woke pawns. I have no respect for anyone living because no one living can F with me, but I do love some people and give them favor." This entire thing just proves that you can have all the success, money, and fan base possible, but if your mind isn't right, then none of it is worth it.
The Daily Mail just reported Kanye West instructs his wife Bianca to never speak, insiders claim.
Kanye West orders his wife Bianca Censori not to speak and makes her follow certain rules. This comes just after some reports reveal that Bianca has a lot of say in what she's actually been wearing in public.
Has even given her a list of rules to live by that dictates what she has to wear and the food she is allowed to eat.
However, she still has a lot of restrictions imposed on her by Kanye West, and this is according to a more recent report. Kanye West is allegedly making his wife Bianca Censori stay quiet and wear specific types of clothing.
Insiders claim that Bianca has no mind of her own anymore and instead simply obeys the rapper, who also goes by the name Ye, because he has convinced her they have a royal status.
A source close to Kanye and Bianca did state this and said that there are some specific rules for her to follow. This is what the source had to say specifically about this. Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which includes never speak and wear what he wants her to wear.
She is also required to eat certain food items and work out, even though Kanye doesn't work out.
Oh, okay guys, and Kanye West appears to have a strong influence over Bianca Censori, obviously.
He said something about how Kanye allegedly says that they have a royal status, or they're always being watched and they're very important, they're very famous, right? I get that.
And it's said that he's convincing her that they are royal people. Alright, I get it. It's good to think of yourself highly, you know, call yourself royalty, whatnot. I'm all for that. But who knows what else is being said? I think that's what's getting a lot of people really concerned about this.
Bianca Censori, Kanye West's current spouse, has been acting strangely, and her friends are starting to worry. They are worried that West is radicalizing her as he did with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian.
And this has led, to a lot of concerns from her friends, and they say that Kanye is trying to change her into an extreme version of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Reports came out previously that her friends were really worried because Bianca used to be very outspoken and she used to be very lively and she didn't hold back on sharing her opinions. But regardless of all of this criticism though, Kanye West and Bianca are doing what they're doing. They're touring Europe and they've been doing it for a while actually. And he's been designing some very bold outfits for her that she's just been flaunting in public.
Recently, during their time traveling around Italy, the couple was observed wearing striking costumes when they were out and about.
Fashion designers, by the way, who have worked with Kanye, they did mention that he has a workshop studio in Italy where they can create just about anything that he imagines when it comes to fashion.
This comes after recent reports indicated that the couple's behavior on board a boat in Venice led to the firm banning them.
And pretty much what's been happening is that Kanye and Bianca, they're designing these unique full body outfits on the spot for for her to wear. And they can do this like literally in the same day.
Censori was photographed wearing a pair of sheer beige stockings and a bodysuit with spaghetti straps that matched in a series of images that were uploaded to the internet. People are suggesting that it is Kanye who has been forcing Bianca to dress a certain way.
In the face of these rumors of Kanye West being controlling and dominating Bianca,
Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori attended Moalola's Spring-Summer 2024 fashion show during London Fashion Week.
One specific fashion designer, Moalola Ugunlesi, who has collaborated with Kanye West in the past, emphasized that he and Bianca, they actually work together, so it's more collaborative.
Bianca wore a wool-like fabric headpiece and sported an off-white bodysuit and nude heels. Kanye went full stealth mode in an all-black look featuring his infamous shoe-free but not sockless look.
According to Moalola Ugunlesi, Bianca has a significant say in her fashion choices, and the outfits that she wears are a result of their joint creativity, not just Kanye West dominating all the outfits. Also, in contrast to the claims about Kanye West and Bianca, another source suggests that Bianca has had a positive impact on Kanye West and that he's assisting him in making a career comeback. So she's working really closely with him in different areas to just make sure that he's good and he can be free to create what he wants to create and keep on growing as a person. According to this source, Bianca understands Kanye in ways that no one else has ever, and they say that she fulfills him in many different ways.
So Kanye West and Bianca did have a wedding? Like they actually had a wedding?
More secret details about Kanye West and Bianca Censori's relationship have been leaked, and it makes you wonder how deep the rabbit hole actually goes when it comes to the truth about what's really going on in their relationship.
6 reports, it turns out Kanye West and Bianca are legally married after all.
Kanye West and his new wife, Bianca Censori, have been surprising people with their unique marriage recently. Like, the stuff that they're doing in public, it's getting everybody all across the planet to talk. According to new reports though, they secretly got married in December of 2022, just a month after Kanye's divorce from Kim Kardashian was finalized.
Tied the knot on December 20th, 2022, just under a month after Kanye finalized his divorce with Kim.
Initially, they kept their marriage a secret, and this is why some media outlets were claiming that they were married in a legally non-binding ceremony in January of 2023. But it's been confirmed that they in fact got legally married, and that happened in December of 2022. And this is what a source close to the couple revealed about them.
To them, they're married, but allegedly it's confirmed, like it's legal and they're actually married.
Bianca and Ye have a totally different vibe. They are very private, very affectionate, and totally devoted to each other. I think they both enjoy carving out time that's just for them. Kanye West and his new wife, Bianca, have been living a pretty nomadic life, often staying in Italy, but also traveling to places like Japan, England, and Germany. And Bianca's fashion choices have stirred up a lot of controversy, with some people finding her outfits just straight up not acceptable to be worn in the public.
Kanye West and wife Bianca Censori West continue to shock the internet with their looks, including so many Italian onlookers.
And since marrying Kanye, she has made drastic changes to her appearance, including a pixie cut and wearing a lot more tighter fitting clothing in public.
Bianca was seen in her sheer tights look, but this time she was holding a cushion.
The couple has faced criticism for their behavior, including an incident in Venice.
So the couple sparked controversy last Monday where they were spotted enjoying an amorous moment on a water taxi in Venice.
And there were some concerns that Kanye might be controlling in their marriage, as sources have mentioned that there are some strict rules now that Bianca has to follow. Another insider does claim that Kanye West has been influencing his wife to become more like his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, with whom he shares 4 children with. And according to the source, Bianca, who has been working with Kanye West since 2020, she's actually an architectural designer for his company Yeezy. She seems to have lost her independence and simply follows Kanye's lead.
In a very busy tourist area, Kanye conducted a photo shoot where he directed Bianca
Bianca where to stand, taking the creative direction very seriously.
These are the exact words that were said about Bianca and Kanye West, and I quote, "Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which includes never speak and wear what he wants her to wear. She's also required to eat certain food items and to work out even though Kanye doesn't work out. She has no mind of her own anymore and obeys him because he has convinced her that they are royal." Now, when you take a look at Bianca's fashion, like her signature style now, she often wears tights and they're nearly see-through bodysuits. I guess those type of bodysuits get people talking a lot more than other types of fashion that she could wear. And she's also gotten people speculating that she could be pregnant because she was seen covering up her stomach while in Italy. She had held this purple pillow strategically in front of her belly, and both she and Kanye West looked serious and tried to avoid the cameras, so they weren't really as smiley. They kind of just were, you know, closed off. Didn't want to interact really with anybody. And people say that could be a sign that she's hiding something. Also, some fans have pointed out that Bianca has been looking a little bit more fuller figured than before, which could just be general weight gain, which is probably the cause, but it still fueled pregnancy rumors. Fans have also noticed that she seems to be more solemn since marrying Kanye West. And in addition to all of that, it was revealed that Kanye West has a secret design team in Italy that creates Bianca's bold outfits that she rocks in public. And Bianca has also reportedly distanced herself from friends and family. So there's definitely a whole lot of details going on in this relationship. There's definitely a lot more that I'm sure we do not know about, and it leads to a lot of speculation, like what's really going on. Reports come out saying that, hey, they're working together as a team. Then reports come out saying that, hey, Kanye West is a little bit more dominating and Bianca's losing her personality. Others say that, hey, Bianca's going along for the ride. It's definitely hard to know what to believe in a situation like this.
According to The Insider, Kanye and Bianca were legally married last year when they had their private ceremony in Beverly Hills. It was real and legal.
It looks like Kanye West and Bianca Censori are in fact married, and this is according to a source from Us Weekly.
Not legally binding. The outlet says no certificate has been filed with the government, at least not yet.
Although there were some doubts about their marriage and people were saying that it was a legally non-binding marriage in early of 2023.
Kanye West and Bianca Censori reportedly got married for religious reasons.
Well, a recent report says that they actually got married for religious reasons.
The couple legally wed because they wanted to be intimate, a source told US Weekly Tuesday.
Because Kanye West took a vow to abstain from intimate relations until he was married again. And this happened late 2022.
The pair ultimately decided to exchange vows because they are also in love.
The Insider also mentioned that they chose to say their vows in a small and personal wedding ceremony.
The couple's marriage, which was previously believed to be non-legally binding, was revealed last week to be legitimate in the eyes of the court.
And the source clarified that Kanye and Bianca were legally married. And again, this was in late 2022.
They had their private ceremony in Beverly Hills. It was real and legal.
During their private ceremony in Beverly Hills, confirming that it actually was a genuine and lawful marriage and they are very much in love.
Two tied the knot on December 20th, 2022 using a confidential marriage license per documents obtained by the Daily Mail.
So this means that their marriage is recognized as legal as they obtained a confidential marriage license before their ceremony on December 20th, 2022.
The ceremony took place less than a month after the Donda rapper finalized his divorce from Kim Kardashian.
And their wedding occurred a month after Kanye had actually finalized his divorce with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian. Kanye West, who is 46 years old at the time of filming this, and Bianca, who's 28 years old, are known to be deeply religious, and Kanye has openly shared his faith in his songs as well as in interviews and on social media. The couple has been seen attending church together, often accompanied by Kanye's daughter North, and religion might actually play a factor in Bianca not having a relationship with her friends and family like she used to.
Bianca Censori told her friends to fuck off after they questioned her relationship with the rapper. A few of her friends were finally able to reach her, but she wasn't interested in talking.
Not Not necessarily sure how much religion did play a factor into this, but Bianca's friends have attempted to reach out to her after her relationship with Kanye West became public, but she chose to cut off communication with everyone pretty much. And this is what a source had to say about this.
They say everyone is extremely concerned. This isn't who she is. She is an incredibly outspoken and lively person who is never one to keep her mouth shut.
Everyone is extremely concerned. This isn't who she is. She is an incredibly outspoken and lively person who's never one to keep her mouth shut. Also, it's really unclear the exact duration of Kanye West and Bianca's romantic relationship before their marriage. But what we do know is that Bianca became a part of Kanye's Yeezy company in November of 2020.
Listed on the marriage license, West and Censori were married in Palo Alto, California.
Also, it's reported that 1 in 5 marriages in California is categorized as confidential, and this means that they don't appear in public records. So this was one of the reasons why there was so much confusion about Kanye West, because people couldn't see the marriage records publicly, so they just assumed that it's a legally non-binding marriage. And even though a marriage has confidentiality status, it's a legally binding marriage still that would necessitate a divorce if the relationship were to end. So it's the exact same as any other marriage, it's just confidential. That is the only difference. It's not publicly listed. Leading up to the divorce, it was actually Kim Kardashian who had filed for divorce from Kanye West in February of 2021, ending their almost 7-year-long marriage. And a year before his marriage to Kim Kardashian ended, Kanye West had hired Bianca as an architectural designer at his company Yeezy. So it's really unclear if Kanye West got romantically involved with Bianca like right after Kim filed for divorce, or if it was a little bit later on.
Kanye West's fans are bringing quite a lot of attention to his rumored wife Bianca Censori, an Australian who moved to the USA in 2020 and got a job at Yeezy.
You okay?
Not okay.
Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori have really surprised us with how much they have changed their fashion style and how fast their relationship is actually developing. Recently, the couple went on a summer vacation to different countries like Japan and Italy, and as they went to each different place, their outfits became more daring and attention-grabbing. Everybody was wondering, what are they gonna wear next? It was mind-blowing, literally, how many people were talking about what they were wearing. For example, Kanye West walked out without shoes, like outside, literally. And Bianca also wore shoes. Sometimes she didn't wear any shoes. She wore a lot of see-through clothing that was showing off her skin. And people in Italy actually didn't really like some of Bianca's outfits when they visited. They were really upset about a see-through jumpsuit that she wore that showed off way too much. But not long ago, Bianca looked completely different. Before she got together with Kanye West, she had a simpler style with her natural long hair and a more basic style of dressing. Like, fans have noticed that Bianca has gone through a completely huge transformation, and they're seeing a lot of similarities between her and Kanye West's first wife, Kim Kardashian. Kim changed her style a lot too when she and Kanye West started dating, and there was a well-known moment on the TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians back in 2012 where Kanye was shown throwing out Kim's old clothing, and then what he did from there was he replaced them completely with fancy new clothing from top designers.
Kanye is coming over today with his stylist. Kanye's definitely inspired me to want to be a little bit more of an individual. I think my style's just evolving and changing.
And then over the next few years, Kim's style changed a lot, and she started incorporating a lot of unique styles and completely different outfits that fans never expected her to even wear.
And it really is hurtful and it sucks.
And with the whole process, Kim honestly seemed very happy to try out the new styles, and this also helped her connect with important people in the fashion world. Like Kanye West's relationship with Anna Wintour, who is a big name in fashion, helped Kim get her first cover on a magazine called US Vogue in 2014. Now, this was a big deal because people often saw Kim as just a reality TV star or someone known for a certain tape.
Come on, what are friends for?
Friends wouldn't ask friends to give them dresses for free.
Yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. She also got invited to the Met Gala, which is a very famous fashion event. And back in 2016, Kim even said this: I really think that my relationship with my husband Kanye changed everything. I mean, back in the day, I thought I had the best style. I look back at outfits and I'm like mortified.
But I still really wanted to do it. I thought, thank you.
But Kim wasn't the only partner who changed because of Kanye West's influence. As a matter of fact, his girlfriend, Julia Fox, who he dated after divorcing Kim, said that Kanye West influenced her style, and she didn't really mind it at all.
I mean, it was the best thing that could have happened to me.
When Kanye was dating actress Julia Fox, they often wore matching outfits, and just like he did with Kim, Kanye West gave Julia Fox a whole new wardrobe with clothes from famous designers and a lot of expensive Birkin bags. Then fast forward to January 2023, where reports say that Kanye West got married to Bianca Censori, who worked as an architectural designer for his Yeezy brand. And in the months that followed, Bianca has been seen wearing some very interesting outfits, guys. Like, she wore bikini tops for everyday outings, leggings without anything over them, a whole lot of see-through outfits as well, and sometimes she even wore no shoes walking on the streets in public. In the month of May 2023, she wore something that looked like a new design from Kanye West's Yeezy brand, and it didn't really look like clothing though. It just looked like black tape that was covering her. And when Bianca wasn't with Kanye West, her style was more like many other women in their 20s. She often posted pictures on social media wearing athleisure clothes. And Bianca's changes go beyond her fashion though. Like, she, at the time of this recording, has a pixie cut. And sometimes it's blonde, sometimes it's not. And this is a big difference from her old long brown hair. Like, some people have been surprised by how much Bianca has changed her appearance. And this has led a whole lot of people to make videos on YouTube, on TikTok, and all that stuff, highlighting her transformation and just talking about her in general. Like, she's grabbing a lot of attention right now. One person even commented on TikTok saying this: before she looked like the average IG model, and now she looks like she got her own style and she enjoys it. Representative for Julia Fox said this in a statement: Julia and Kanye remain good friends and collaborators, but they are no longer together. The news comes just right after Kanye West's continued pleas for a reunion with Kim Kardashian, who's currently dating Pete Davidson. In one of his most recent rants on Instagram, Kanye West wrote this: I have faith that we'll be back together. Sometimes people call me crazy, but to be in love is to be crazy about something, and I'm crazy about my family. Happy Valentine's. So, of course, this has led a lot of people to speculate as to why Julia Fox and Kanye West broke up. She recently wrote in a since deleted statement, but of course it's the internet, so everything gets screenshotted right away. She wrote this: y'all would love if I was so upset. The media would love to paint a picture of me, a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself, but it's not true. Why not see me for what I am, which is a #1 hustler? I came up, y'all, LOL. And not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but I wasn't in love with the man. Jesus Christ, what do you guys think I am? 12 years old? Now, there was another source that told people.com Kanye and Julia have separate busy lives. Julia lives in New York City and Kanye has been in LA. The distance makes it hard. They're still in touch and will see each other when they can. Kanye really likes her. It's fair to say that they have cooled off a bit though. I think that everybody knew that this relationship wasn't really gonna last, whether it cooled down a bit or whatever term you wanna use. The flame has burnt out.
Person that I married, I just can't. That's who I loved and that's who I remember.
Kim Kardashian literally broke down in tears, expressing her deep desire to get back with the Kanye West that she once married. This happened when she was reflecting on her relationship, and Kim just can't believe how much has changed when it comes to her ex Kanye. On her family's reality TV show, The Kardashians, Kim just broke down in front of her sister Khloe Kardashian over Kanye. When asked by Khloe if she was okay, that's when Kim leaned her head back and cried out and said that she's just not okay.
You okay?
Not okay.
I just can't.
She is clearly emotional about this whole thing, and it's 100% affecting her, and she just can't hide that fact. And Khloe, of course, was there being a good sister, just being there for her and trying to console her. But it's definitely really tough for Kim to deal with. Also, in reference to Kanye and the change that happened, this is what Kim said. It's so different from the person that I married.
So different than the person that I married. That's who I loved and that's who I remember.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
And Kim and Kanye, by the way, they divorced back in March of 2022 after 6 years of marriage. And on the June 1st, 2023 episode of The Kardashians, Kim did previously open up about Kanye's behavior and the changes. And his behavior could just be really unpredictable sometimes. And some of the things that he did and said publicly and privately were just not okay with her because of how offensive some of the stuff were. And witnessing all of this was just a lot for her to take in, and she even went on to say this: "It's the hardest feeling to watch someone you really loved and you have a family with just be so different than who you knew." And then she went on to also say, "Sometimes I feel like if he were to hit rock bottom, that's his journey that he needs to figure out on his own. I used to run around and call people behind his back and be like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, don't worry, just give him another chance. I just don't have that energy." Also, during a recent conversation with Vogue Italia, Kim shared her journey of rediscovering her identity and conquering challenges after her separation from Kanye. Here's what she said to Vogue Italia: "I do feel like it's a new me. My prior confidence stemmed from having a partner whose opinion I trusted so much. When that happens, you kind of lose your own. Now I'm at a time where I just want to do the right thing." But the thing is, Kanye is already remarried to Bianca Censori, so it looks like it's just way too late to rekindle anything at all. I'm not sure what Kim is thinking here, but hey, I'm probably actually not the only person that somehow, for some reason, think that they're gonna end up back together in the future. I don't know why I have that feeling. I can't be the only one out there. And we've definitely seen that before, guys.
Julia Fox is kissing and telling about Kanye West on the latest episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Kanye West's ex-girlfriend Julia Fox is really afraid to talk about him, and here's why. So Julia Fox became well known for dating Kanye West in 2020, just after Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from him.
Kim and Kanye are splitting after 6 years of marriage.
However, despite all of the attention, Julia, she won't be sharing many specifics about their relationship in her book.
I am so excited for the book. I feel like it was just so cathartic to let go of all that, because I feel like in life things happen and you just kind of pretend that they didn't happen.
While Julia was on the red carpet at the Victoria's Secret World Tour 2023 event in New York, Julia, she talked about her book titled Down the Drain. And when she was asked, of course, if the memoir would talk about her fast-paced relationship with Kanye West, yeah, literally, they were together and then not together so quick. Julia said that she wouldn't be sharing a lot of the details about their relationship. Now, in her own words, this is what Julia had to say about how much of her memoir is dedicated to talking about Kanye West and their relationship that they had.
You cover Kanye? A little bit. But it's like 6 pages, and I feel like I went very lightly on it. I'm not trying to have bad blood or anything. It's all in the past.
Julia, though, she might provide some more background on why she chose to end her relationship with Kanye after just a few months. This is something that she's talked about in previous interviews, but from the looks of it, it's like she's trying to not be associated with Kanye West in any way, shape, or form. Back in September of 2022, she mentioned that she decided to break up as soon as things got difficult.
Kanye West and Julia Fox have called it quits. The Donda rapper and the Uncut Gems star officially broke up after several weeks of dating.
And she also said that she feels good about that choice, like it was the right thing to do, especially considering all of the controversy that Kanye West stirred up later in that year after they broke up earlier that same year. Julia also had this to say, and I quote, "The unresolved issues that he was dealing with, it just seems like he had a lot to work on and I just don't have time for it or energy. I don't have the bandwidth or emotional capacity for it. I'm proud of myself for that. Pre-Valentino, Julia would have definitely stuck it out and been there for longer." Despite all the attention that came with her relationship with Kanye West, she says that she didn't actually benefit from it at all. Like, her career was actually going downhill because of Kanye West's reputation and how it impacted her. As a matter of fact, in November of 2022, she talked about this on Emily Ratajkowski's podcast, High Low with Emrata. Julia mentioned that it became more challenging to get acting roles, as well as she felt like people in the industry didn't take her seriously anymore. She felt a negative shift in her acting career due to all of the attention from her relationship and the events that followed her relationship. This is what Julia went on to say. "It's like I'm not getting as many offers as I was before, weirdly. Before I dated Kanye West, I was really typecasted as a pervy Italian girl, and now I'm just like skinny and look sickly, and it's like, I don't know. It's fine, I'm so busy. I think things come to you at the right time. So that's why I'm really not stressing. I really don't care." And guys, after hearing all of this, I think it's really smart of her to not say much. Like, I'm sure she's got a whole bag of juicy gossip that she could share if she wanted to. But she just doesn't see the point to it, you know? So I think good on her. Most people in her situation just wouldn't be able to contain themselves. Like, they wanna like share all the dirt right now. Especially if you're involved with one of the most popular people on the planet right now. Yeah, Julia Fox is definitely biting her tongue. And at the same time, it seems like Kanye West, like, he has so much influence, so she doesn't wanna cause a rift because, yeah, what if Kanye West retaliates? I think there's a little bit of that going on there too, where she doesn't want to cause any bad blood. But if it wasn't Kanye West, I'm sure she would have just let it all out. All the juice, all the dirt would be in that memoir.
Kanye West plans to expand his family with Bianca.
Man, I like saying shit that sounds wrong anyway, because, you know, wrong is okay.
According to his good friend Justin LeBoy, who's been in Kanye's life for a long time, he shared with TMZ that he believes Kanye will have children with his wife Bianca Censori. Justin was quoted saying, "I think they're gonna have a bunch of babies."
Are they gonna have that baby? He mentioned it on the album. He mentioned they're gonna have a bunch of babies.
And that would be wild. What do you guys think would happen if Kanye and Bianca had some children together? Do you think they would be great parents? Kanye has 4 kids with his ex, Kim Kardashian, and they both do a great job of co-parenting.
Kanye, what's the best part about being a dad? The kids.
Kim and Bianca seem to get along great, as do Kanye and Kim. Creator of FDD News, Leroy Kenton, was asked about this. His thoughts are, knowing that Kim had pregnancy issues, leading her to have to use a surrogate for a couple of her pregnancies, this may have hindered Kanye West's plan to have more babies. So with his current wife Bianca and being a lot younger, having no fertility issues that we know of, this is a great opportunity for Kanye West to expand his family.
We get too caught up in the past and what everyone's saying and what everyone's tweeting.
Justin LeBoy told TMZ that Bianca and Ye are happier than ever. He said, "I love her. She's great. She lives an amazing life. I've been around Ye for years now and she's extremely happy." Bianca already seems to have an amazing bond with Kanye's other children, especially his eldest daughter, North. They've held hands while attending events and they even took a trip to Disneyland. It also seems like Kim Kardashian approves of Bianca, as they were spotted hanging out together with the 4 kids at a listening party for West's new album, Vultures. Kim has never commented publicly about Kanye's marriage to Bianca or her strange style choices. The co-parenting outing comes just a couple weeks after Kanye begged Kim to take their kids out of their fake school. A source told Page 6 that Kim was frustrated with his constant public attacks and naming of the school. It creates security and safety concerns each and every time for their children.
The eyes of my kids, for my kids, definitely protected him.
The school that the kids attend is a fantastic school, the insider mentioned. She wishes this would be a private matter and that Kanye would not continue to take his grievances and turn them into public matters on social media. While speaking with TMZ about Bianca and Kanye maybe having children, Justin LeBoy also shared some insight on Northwest's album. Kanye announced the forthcoming project titled Elementary School Dropout to a live audience. Justin LeBoy explained that North is recording 10 freestyles a day and even has her friends in the studio. It's pretty incredible in my opinion for a 10-year-old to be focused on making albums and in a studio recording. She comes across to me as like such an old soul. Kanye and Kim have had disagreements when it comes to parenting styles, but I wonder if Bianca and Kanye would have the same issues. They seem to be compatible, they seem to be happy. Do you guys think they would settle on a parenting style that would work for both of them? Along with Justin's recent comments, many fans of Kanye took some lyrics in the song Keys to My Life from his new album Vultures 1 when he raps, "You already know I'm impulsive and another baby is my end goal," to be a reference to his wife Bianca and his desire to have kids with her.
Ye might have fallen on hard times. I'm in a similar situation after I can't remember my weekend. Or my name. Anyways, let's look at how Kanye might have begged for money from Kim. Given the ongoing allegations about Kanye West's financial difficulties, it appears that his days as a billionaire are long gone. Which is kind of crazy, because I can't imagine Kanye without his money for some reason. Maybe it's to do with his ego. I am a god. According to a recent rumor, Kanye went to his ex-wife Kim Kardashian to request money. If this is accurate, it shows how vulnerable Kanye really is. Kanye's been burning through his savings at an alarming rate, and it's starting to have a very real impact on his bank balance, a source claimed to In Touch. He's still got some money coming in, but ever since he lost that deal with Adidas, he's seen many zeros drop off of his net worth. Reining in his spending is not something he's used to doing, and it's been a huge blow to his ego. Meanwhile, Kim couldn't be doing better. She's been very smart with her money and business is booming. So she's able to spoil the kids in a way that Kanye can't, they explained. Kim's net wealth has exceeded $1 billion since she filed for divorce from Kanye in early 2021, mostly as a result of her lucrative Skims line and other business endeavors. Man, that divorce might have been her best decision so far. With her current position on American Horror Story and her recent announcement that she is working on a comedy project, Kim is even venturing into acting. She can charter a private jet or stretch limo service at the snap of a finger. He's still on the hook for custody payments, which is also something he's finding difficult to sustain, said The Insider. So it's put him in the humiliating position of needing to actually ask Kim to give him a break and help him out. Having to admit to her that things aren't as great as he likes to pretend is rock bottom for him. The only thing lower is going broke, so he's had to humble himself and ask her for help. Despite being the bigger earner in their relationship and a former billionaire, Kanye's net worth suffered when Adidas ended their long-standing collaboration with Yeezy due to the remarks he made. The rapper's actions cost him numerous more collaborations and opportunities because they damaged his reputation with the general public. It's unclear if Kanye's supposed financial difficulties have affected Kim and Kanye's child support agreement. Prior to this, he was mandated to give Kim $200,000 every month in child support for their 4 children. Ye has acknowledged that although having shared custody, his ex-wife usually has them. Although Kanye has not responded to the claims that he is pleading with Kim for financial assistance, the rumors of his financial difficulties were stoked when he was seen traveling economy class with his spouse Bianca Censori. This was an unusual decision for the well-known pair, who usually travel in private aircraft. Though it's not the first time he's been seen in economy. There's a great video out there from 2011 of him cooking up a beat in economy class. Anyways, back to the subject at hand. According to the same source, Kanye first ignored his financial troubles when making purchases, according to In Touch. But it appears that things haven't gotten any better, so he recently had to make some cuts. At first, he didn't let it affect his spending habits. If anything, he spent more to prove he could. But it's now gotten to the point where he's got no choice but to make some cutbacks, like flying coach instead of private jets, they claimed. It seems like Kanye is sticking with his comeback since he has promised that his Vultures 2 album would be out shortly, which I'm sure is an empty promise.